मैं किशोर कुमार सिन्हा, डीन एग्जीक्यूटिव एजुकेशन in Birla Institute of Management Technology. I don't know how my story has evolved over a period of time. I am nearing 75 in 2 weeks after celebrate my birthday on the 8th next month. Uh, I recall Babuji in the village next to river Lakhandi, Himalayan river of Lakhandi. We were mostly a rural people living there, depending on cultivation and agriculture. But as Babuji wanted to study, he came to town and was survived because the catastrophe of plague which took away the entire family actually in the house. And he was the sole survivor who came back to the village, remarried, and we were born. We developed over a period of time into the so-called urbanites, but the first up to schooling in class 6th or the middle school, we went to village school. The teaching was Hindi, Sanskrit, mathematics, history, geography, no English of course. And up to class 6 it went on like this. First 4 class we had sessions of curriculum, and the remaining 4 sessions after the lunch we used to go outside. It was all outside training in the paddy field or in the vegetable field or carpentry field, or we were doing even the carpet weaving, we were doing the cloth weaving and thread making. So it was a multi-purpose school based on the Gandhian education system that he laid down. And well, the study went on like that. And suddenly when Babuji got a city posting, so-called bigger town in Ranchi, which was the education hub, he thought he'll collect all the kids who were lent to various family members to grow. I came back from Ekangar Sarai to Ranchi. I don't know how I managed my admission in St. John's, a Jesuit school, but I managed because holidays were there in summer and I studied. And it was a challenge. I was very poor student in mathematics and so was in English. But by the time I reached matriculation, I could make over and came out in the first division, which was a matter of pride at that time. Went to St. Xavier's, did my economics honors from Patna University, and also personal management or labor and social welfare from Patna University, where I managed a gold medal again. I don't know how I managed. Maybe my wife, who was still not married to me, but had magical spell on me that I must study and develop ourselves, because there was nothing else other than agriculture or possibility of education, which was at the time of independence what father saw, and he educated all 4 brothers. After my college, I managed a what you call a award of ILO Day in Tata's. Tata's was a pride for particularly the Biharis then, and I was invited as a VIP. I never traveled first class in my life. Bought a new shirt and went to the function to receive the award, and the chief guest was then the famous Rusi Modi, and I must mention Rusi Modi because I had good encounters with him. He gave a good speech on the investiture ceremony, और उन्होंने बताया अपने बारे में that I wanted to study in Oxford, but my mother in India, she won't let me go, she won't let me alone. So वो हमें हमेशा रोकती थी, लेकिन somehow हमने मना लिया उसको कि हमें जाने दो इंग्लैंड, मैं पढ़ूंगा वहाँ जाकर, and she agreed. So she used to give me some kind of a tips how to behave in England as we go, because England, lot of etiquette, lot of culture, So I think she used to narrate, take off your cigar whenever you meet a woman there. There needs a lot of chivalry and respect. Take off your hat, but whatever else you take off depends on your luck. And the whole auditorium was full of laughter. It was an interesting Rusi pun, and at the time of tea at the end of the ceremony, he said, "If you pass out, son, come over and let me know. There will be some place for you in Tisco." Well, I came out enthusiastic, but when I got the gold medal, I wrote to him at least half a dozen letters in about 6 to 8 months. There was no reply. And that was a Rusi pun that I came to understand later and realize. By the time I managed a competitive entrance in Hindustan Steel Limited, which was a major public sector undertaking coming up, the largest, one of the largest then. That was also a matter of pride. We saw country. I had not seen anything outside Bihar then, till then. And uh, when I joined the training program, I went to Durgapur, Bhilai Steel, Rourkela Steel, and so many other places. Met so many people which we had never had. They were all professionals, seasoned people, also young people. So much of learning began for us. So much of learning began for us. And at that time, I realized that every moment could be a learning. It has not finished with the college or university exams that I have done well. It has to continue. And as I joined Hindustan Steel, I was posted to their central coal washeries. The coal, which was the worst part of the steel making business and making business. And I was posted to Dhanbad, and then I was posted to uh, Santaldi, the poorest of the villages in West Bengal, where we had a washery. And that was just after the first 2 years of my service. On an accelerated promotion, I was posted there. It was a deserted place, but green, very lush green forest. But being poor or very poor district, it was infested with so the Naxal or the left parties and groups. There were a lot of violence, there were a lot of explosions. Every alternate day or maybe once in a week, there will be explosion in my township somewhere in some house, and we will run and we'll rush. There was a lot of challenge. There was a lot of threat. I was scared also, being young, not seen or heard about such incidents so much, not very close. I was scared also. But then it was there. I remember once, I must narrate this. Once when I was returning from Dhanbad in the monsoon, back by road to Santaldi, the usual way we used to wade through the river of Damodar in the summer, but rains it was impossible because Damodar was a furious river and it was always in big spate in the rainy season. So we went to Circuitous Bay via Panchat Dam of Damodar Valley. When we crossed the dam, it was a narrow one-lane road. On the forest, we saw a tree felled on the road. So we thought it must be a monsoon breeze or wind which must have uprooted the tree. But the driver said, no, it is a cut tree and put on the road. So he stopped the car. And as soon as he stopped the car, there was a bomb thrown on our windscreen. And I don't know what happened. All four of us, the front was the driver and the trade unionist, famous trade unionist of UTUC. At the back, I and a friend of mine who was a batchmate, but senior guy in age. We all responded to the call of trade unionist, Palau, run away. So we all came down one side and started running down the road in the paddy field. I don't know how much time we must have run, maybe 1 hour. We lost our shoes in the mud and all. Somewhere we saw a lantern light, a couple of hutments, and I recall how we were out of breath being young, I was hardly 23, 24, being young. But then those villages gave us shelter, food, warmth, and every time I used to hear footsteps of people following us, but there was none. In the morning, the villagers took us to the road. The car was stripped out, everything, the seats, the steering wheel, except the shell of it. We managed some help from Damodar Valley and returned back. But that was an epiphany for me. I think what Gandhi experienced in Peter Maritzburg when he was thrown out of the compartment of the train, and whole night he spent in the cold breeze of Peter Maritzburg, the epiphany or the revelation was different. He said, "Kill me anymore. I will not be killed or let you kill me again second time." And that thought gave us courage. I must have seen hundreds of agitations, violent shooting, killing, but never scared. Made all situations with tough kind of disposition. That was a change in my life. That was a revelation which brought a change. And I don't know, we call it HR, we call it human relations, or then we used to call it personal management or even labor and social welfare. But people relations were very important. There were agitation, there were violence, there were hatred also, but there was a lot of love. And that is what we used to cultivate with people, and that is what used to make us strong to face any kind of uh, difficult or challenging situations in life.